Hi guys, so welcome to my channel. Today this is Pharmacy and Health Blog. Today I will be talking about the 4 golden rules you should know before you drink your medicines. So let's get started. So rule number 1, like you all know that there are some OTC drugs which you can take it without your doctor's consent. So you can go to your pharmacist and you can say that you have a so and so, and you can take it only if it's an OTC drug. So example, if you say Panadol, you can take it if you have a headache. But how many of y'all take the drug but don't read the leaflet? Or if you say an ointment or a cream, how many of y'all take the leaflet and take us time to read it out? Because that is very important, that you should take a leaflet and read it before you consume. That's very important, but most of us don't do that. So why do you think you should read the leaflet? Why is it so important to read your leaflets? So why is it important? It is because if you take a leaflet, if it's an OTC drug, you can see that it says that it should be taken under doctor's supervision. You can check it after this video as well. If you have any drug at home and if you can check the leaflet, it says it should be only taken under doctor's supervision. So in that case, it should only be taken under doctor's supervision. And you can't, because only a doctor can recommend you understanding your physiology. So that's very important to understand. There are some drugs which should be taken before sleeping, or maybe you should take it after meals or like that. But there are some drugs which should be specially taken before meals. So there are so many complaints that patients do, saying that they took this drug but they felt so lethargic, or they were feeling so discomfort and all that. But you need to understand that there are some other drugs also in the ingredients of the medicines. So before you do that, you need to understand, if it says before sleeping, you have to take it before sleeping, so it's comforting the next morning. And also, like I said, when you're checking your leaflets, it's very important to understand that there can be drug interactions as well. Like if you say you're taking another drug and you are taking 2 drugs together basically, so there can be drug interactions. So you need to understand that if you check your leaflets properly, you will be able to understand that this drug and this drug cannot be taken at once. There can be chemical reactions sometimes, therefore it's really recommended to know the drug interactions before you take your medicines, especially when it's an OTC drug. But if it's a non-OTC drug, it's best to tell your doctor if you are taking any other drug, and so that it would be really helpful for the doctor to understand better about you and then recommend you some drug. Number 2. It's very important to tell your doctor if you are dealing with something, or if you have any issues, or also about your habits, so that a doctor can understand better and give you the medicines accordingly. Because example, if you are drinking or smoking, or if you have any other habits, it's a best advice to the doctor, because then he will understand you better, and also he will give medicines accordingly. But if you don't tell your doctor what's the risk factor is, he gives you something, right, and there'll be no reactions. And also there is something like this, that if you don't tell your doctor, and there can be interactions. If you are having alcohol and you take that drug, there can be interactions as well. So it's always best to tell your doctor if you are dealing with something, or also your habits. Rule number 3. So this is also a very important rule, though it seems small, but it's an important rule. When you're having your medicines, whether it can be a capsule, whether it can be a tablet form, it's always best to drink it in a glass of water. A glass of water means the whole glass. You can't drink it half or quarter or anything. You have to drink it with the full glass of water. And also, this is also something very important that you need to understand. It is when you are drinking a solid dosage form, because that's a common dosage form which every patient drinks. When you are having the solid dosage form, it's best not to crush it when you are drinking it, because some medicines have to go inside your liver and then react, and that is how it works. But if you do it in your mouth itself, there won't be any reaction happening. So it's always best to do it that way. And the biggest mistake that the patient do is, if you know the capsules that has powder inside it, what they do is they just break it apart and they drink the powder in it. But that's the biggest mistake that people do. That's really wrong. You can't do it that way. You have to drink it with the capsule, because that's how it has to be taken. If they wanted to give you the powder, they would have given it to you. But if you drink only the capsule, there is some factors or there is some reasons that is why they give it to you with the cover. So it's important to do that way. And the last but not the least, the fourth golden rule is that you shouldn't drink your medicines with hot water. Why is it important? Because your medicines already have high temperatures, but if you drink it with hot water, the chemical reaction or the structure would break and there would be no reaction when you drink the medicine. So it's very, very important you drink it with normal water, right? So those were the 4 golden rules, and which should be strictly taken into account and followed as it is. So as you all know that medicine is taken for some reason, but if you don't take it, there can be major issues. So that's all for today, guys. Hope you liked the video. So if you're new to this channel, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and also the bell icon so that you will be notified when I upload a new video. And also, if you have any topics that you want me to discuss, you can comment below so that I will do it for you. And also, if you want to learn more about medicines, or if you want to learn how you can read prescriptions, you can get connected with me on my social sites linked below in the description box. So don't forget to hit the subscribe button, guys. Thank you.